So today we're going to be continuing to look at what's going to happen if all the Christian countries unite in the modern day. Now in our previous video we saw that all the Christian countries united under one banner, and then they went on some military campaigns, like they invaded all these Arab countries, all these African countries too, and they also went ahead and invaded the Central Asian countries, and after doing so they vassalized all of these nations. But yeah, today we're going to be continuing to look at what's going to happen if all the Christian countries unite in the modern day. Let's once again see who they declare war on, how they expand, and all those other stuff. But yeah, before we get into this video, first of all, I would highly recommend you to go and watch that first part so that you can have a better understanding of what's going on. And yeah, you guys can also join my Discord server. You should also go ahead and subscribe to my second channel. But yeah, now let's get right into the video. Now, as we can see here, the Christian Union is very big. We're just gonna assume that they are very stable, because otherwise this country would fall apart into a million pieces. But yeah, we don't want that to happen. So that's why we're just gonna assume that the Christian Union is a very strong country. We're just gonna assume that they are a very stable country. And if you don't know, the capital city is Rome, not because of Rome itself, but because of Vatican City. And the leader of this country is going to be Pope. I don't know, I just want him to be the leader. And Pope now gives out a very major order. He says that he wants to dominate the world. I mean, like the entire world. He wants to control every single bit of land. And yeah, they start this thing off by annexing all of their puppet states, or the vassal states, just like that. Now we can see that all the vassal states are completely annexed. And yeah, now the Pope wants worldly domination. He wants everything to be in his control. So yeah, in order to achieve their goals, we can see that the Christian Union is now recruiting troops from all over the country. I mean, calling this a country is pretty weird. This can become its own planet. But yeah, still, after recruiting troops from all over the country, now we can see that they are ready for their military campaigns. And guys, they are overpowered. The Christian Union is so overpowered that these countries are going to get rolled over by them. And you guys should also understand. So they're going to start things off from the African front, where first of all they sent some ultimatums. They sent ultimatums to all of these African countries. And yeah, pretty much most of these countries just accepted the ultimatums. But these are the only 4 countries who did not accept the ultimatum. Chad, because Chad is an absolute Chad. All these countries are pretty confident too. I don't know why. But yeah, when they did not accept the ultimatums, this happened. And trust me guys, things are not looking good for all these African countries. The Christian Union is way too powerful. I mean, just look at this. We can see that Chad immediately lost their capital city and all the other remaining cities. I don't know how many cities there would be in Chad, not too much. But yeah, after losing pretty much everything, Chad goes ahead and surrenders. We can see that these same Christian troops now enter Niger. This army pushes around, securing more and more regions until they finally get to the capital city. They take it with relative ease. They cross into Mali. But yeah, pretty much after seeing what the Christian Union is able to do, all these countries get pretty scared because they don't want to get ruined by the Christian Union. So yeah, because of public pressure, we can see that these countries just go ahead and surrender, as they simply did not stand any chance against the Christian Union. And yeah, in a peace negotiation, we can see that all of these countries got completely annexed. Now all of Africa is under the Christian Union, and the only remaining continent is Asia. They even have all of Oceania. So yeah, the Pope does the same thing here. He sends ultimatums to pretty much all of these remaining countries. And yeah, now let's see who accepted these ultimatums. And oh my god, wow. As of right now, we can see that the remaining countries which are here, they're pretty strong. I mean, I'm not trying to say that the other countries were weak. Countries who accepted the ultimatum like Indonesia or Saudi Arabia, guys, they're not weak, but pretty much I think they made a smart choice, because the countries who did not accept the ultimatum, they're not gonna have a fun time now. Afghanistan, of course, can never accept an ultimatum. We all know about Bhutan. And then the remaining countries are pretty strong. But yeah, now they're gonna have to build an alliance against the Christian Union, because these guys want to survive. And yeah, the leader of this alliance is going to be China. And even though some of these countries really hate China, at this point they have no other choice but to be in this alliance. Countries like Pakistan and North Korea join right away. Afghanistan also joins, as well as Iran. But before these other countries could join the alliance, the Christian Union realizes that if they were to take out these countries separately, that would of course be easy for them. So now we can see that the Christian Union is recruiting troops from all over the country. This is the biggest army that mankind has ever seen, so big that we cannot even imagine. And this is pretty much going to be their last military campaign. And if they were to win this one, the Christian Union would then dominate the world. Of course, indirectly they are dominating right now, as they have everything. But yeah, we can see that the Christian Union now declares war on this alliance. Right after they declare war, all these other countries just go ahead and surrender, because a fight with the Christian Union would devastate their entire country, it would totally destroy them. And these guys have seen what happened to all these African countries, and even though these countries may be powerful, but against this, they did not stand a chance. But yeah, that's not the case with China, so they stay in this war. But yeah, as I said, the Christian Union is overpowered. They're so overpowered that we cannot even imagine their strength. And we can see that the Chinese are unable to push back the Christian Union troops. These guys get to Beijing. The Chinese could not defend their capital city as they were heavily outnumbered. The remaining parts of Manchuria just surrender. The Christian troops still push around, taking all the highly populated regions of China. But the Chinese government realizes that they cannot fight against the Christian Union. They could simply not win this war. And in order to avoid further destruction, we can see that China also finally goes ahead and surrenders. And oh my goodness. Oh wow. I mean, at this point, all these other countries have seen what happened to these other countries. Strongest country here was China, and China standing in front of the Christian Union was like an ant standing in front of a lion. So after many years, these guys simply cannot do anything. So these remaining 4 countries also accept the ultimatum that was sent years ago. And yeah, worldly domination. So guys, this is gonna be it for today's video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe, leave a comment, and tell me what you guys want to see in the future. And thank you for watching.